The Newsday continues here on One News Now Business. I'm Diego Castro. Here are the biggest stories on the economic and corporate fronts. State infrastructure spending surged by nearly 66% in August as the government ramped up its implementation of projects. Data from the Budget Department shows that infrastructure and capital outlays jumped to 122.1 billion pesos. That's higher than the 73.3 billion pesos in the same month a year ago. The latest figure is also 10% bigger than the 111 billion pesos from July 2023. The DBM attributes this to disbursements made by the Public Works Department for its completed projects nationwide. These include national roads and bridges, flood control projects, and payment of right-of-way claims. Capital expenditures for the month also included the Health Facilities Enhancement Program of the Health Department. The DBM also cites payments made by development partners for the Transportation Department's railway projects. A report funded by the European Commission says government should impose a 2% global minimum tax on billionaires. In its tax evasion report, the EU Tax Observatory says this could raise as much as $250 billion annually. In fact, a 2% minimum wealth tax could generate as much as $17.3 billion from 260 billionaires in South and Southeast Asia alone. The EU Tax Observatory also notes that tax evasion, including, quote, gray zone evasion at the border of legality, is increasingly happening domestically. Meanwhile, globally, billionaires have had very low personal effective tax rates, which range from 0 to 0.5% of their wealth. The report also cites that showed that around 25% of global offshore financial wealth remains untaxed. In business, San Miguel Corporation CEO Ramon has been elected to the board of rival conglomerate Metro Pacific Investments Corporation. According to SMC, Ang made an indirect personal investment in MPIC upon the invitation of the latter's CEO, Manny V. Pangilinan. However, the specifics of the investment and Ang's share were not disclosed. SMC also clarified that they haven't invested in MPIC. MPIC and the SMC Infrastructure Group are currently working together on the Nasugbu-Bawan and the Cavite-Batangas Expressway projects. Phoenix Petroleum Philippines has received board approval to divest from its trading and supply subsidiary, PNX Petroleum Singapore. This will be done through a share buyback arrangement, though the company has yet to disclose the value of shares brought back. The divestment aligns with the company's financial management program in managing debt and funding activities. As of June, the parent company held an 85% stake in the subsidiary. In the second quarter, the company reported an attributable net loss of 1.098 billion pesos, a stark contrast to its 143.48 million peso net income in the same period of last year. Revenues also fell to 14.6 billion pesos from the previous 39.7 billion pesos. On Monday, the company's shares were trading at 6 pesos apiece on the local bourse. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Miguel Castro. The transport sector is gearing up for the influx of travelers the upcoming long weekend, which would cover the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections and Undas. The number coding scheme will be lifted during the upcoming BSKE and will also be suspended on November 1 and 2 for Undas. The MMDA is deploying 1,400 enforcers and extending their hours for the long weekend. They will also enforce a no absence, no leave policy to ensure all hands on deck for the exodus of travelers. Inspections will be tighter at bus terminals, while drivers and bus conductors will undergo random drug testing. The MMDA will likewise deploy officers at cemeteries in the metro to ensure security and order. Now, speaking of the transport sector, our guest for today represents one of the leading bus companies in the Philippines, and they are also the forefront of transformation in this sector. I'm talking about Jack Liner, and joining us this morning is the firm's Chief Legal Counsel and Corporate Communications Head, Attorney Jose Miguel Corpuz. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Diego.
So I can call you Attorney Migs.
Migs is fine, but...
Okay. Attorney Migs, we all know Jack Liner is an institution in the industry since 1987.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, what have the developments been in the company since then?
Well, there have been numerous developments. Jack has evolved substantially through time. Just like any other business, during its startup, the owners themselves were pretty much hands-on with the entire operations. And initially, it started with a few buses, and then it gradually grew to close to about 300 units.
So that's how many we have now, 300 units?
For Jack Liner, yes.
Jack Liner, okay.
Close to 300 units. And all throughout, Jack has been providing utmost care and safety to its passengers from one generation to another, advocating under the banner we call Alagang Jack.
Alagang Jack.
Yes.
Okay. That leads me to my next question, which is, of course, the vision of Jack Liner has always been to deliver safe, reliable, efficient, and technologically innovative transport services. Now, what were the challenges since it started until now, and what has Jack done to improve these challenges?
All right. So one of the challenges back then was technological challenge back then was how to keep our customers connected to the internet.
Okay.
All right. And to address this, back in February 2011, we engaged the services of PLDT Wi-Fi to become the first ever Wi-Fi bus in the country. So it helped us gain brand popularity and connect our customers.
Wi-Fi bus, so you have Wi-Fi in the bus?
Yes, sir.
That's nice. Okay, go ahead.
And now we're currently talking with PLDT again to get all our fleet back online.
Oh, okay. Interesting. And that's free Wi-Fi for all your passengers?
Yes.
For all the long trips?
Yes.
Okay. Apart from activities on the ground, communication with potential commuters is vital for the company's continued excellence, as you have mentioned, of course. How has the technology helped the company when it comes to attracting new commuters?
All right. So technology greatly helped Jack in general. Social media and other modes of communication are a very big tool.
Yes.
Yeah, it helped us in our promotions as well as in connecting with our customers. In fact, due to the technological advancements, our customer center is now accommodating our customers' complaints and inquiries 24/7.
So this is real-time response?
Real-time response.
Okay.
Almost real-time, some lag here and there, but almost real-time.
Okay, in terms of online bookings, as you know, this was evident even during the pandemic, that the need for everything online, from food delivery to everything, has to be. How is it now with Jack Liner? Is it easy to, if I want to book a ticket right now, I don't need to go to the terminal. Can I do that?
All right, great question, Diego. Now, with the emergence of online booking, we have a partner who is viajeros.com. So because of this partnership, it's now easier to purchase an advance ticket.
Okay.
So you just have to go to their website, viajeros.com, purchase the ticket, and check out with the payment.
Oh, that sounds good. Okay, let's go to our next question. You know, Jack Liner has been partnering with other companies like PLDT Enterprise, yes, to enhance its operations and provide better services. Now, what improvements have these partnerships done for you?
All right, so these partnerships, especially with PLDT, they've showed improvement through giving better Wi-Fi access, stability, and wider area network coverage. And it helped us grow our loyal customer base.
Okay, and what should we look forward to in terms of innovation with Jack Liner moving forward, of course, with PLDT?
All right. So there's a lot of innovations that Jack is preparing in its pipeline, which I am not at liberty right now to disclose.
Okay, so it's a surprise.
Yes,
it's a surprise.
At some other time, we'll disclose it at some other time. But I encourage everyone to follow our social media platforms in Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, and we'd like to talk more about your partnership with PLDT Enterprises. What else has your partnership done in terms of, like, say, a better revenue, streamlined services? How did it help you guys?
Well, it greatly helped us because it helped gather customers by providing Wi-Fi. So it's being the first bus Wi-Fi in the country. It was something new for the customers, so it helped us get revenue.
So would you say that ever since you had Wi-Fi, at least there be increase in passengers?
Definitely.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much, Attorney Migs.
Yes. Thank you, Jacob,
for joining us. But before we go, of course, we'd like to get a message for your customers, for Jack, and those who are also asking about PLDT.
All right. So once again, we are talking with PLDT to give our Wi-Fi back to all our fleet. And thank you for patronizing Jack Liner. And as we say, halagang Jack.
Halagang Jack. And of course, kaming undas. Everyone stay safe and have a...
Yes, travel safe.
Travel safe, travel safe. And thank you very much for joining us, Attorney Jose Miguel Corpuz, Chief Legal Counsel and Corporate Communications Head of Jack Liner. And those are the top business stories of the hour. I'm Miguel Castro. Join us again at 2 p.m. We are One News, all sides, all the time.